Nope. Alright, what is up, you guys? I got my new fish in the mail, and I figured I also got a bunch of mealworms, so I figure I figured I'd show you putting my fish away and just kind of talk about the plans with those, and the rest of the video can be me just feeding off some mealworms, and you can enjoy all my hungry geckos eating those up. So these fish I got from Tampa Bay Cichlids. You know, the packaging was really good. It's not really what I would have done, but it definitely works. Oh, I left a bag full of insulation at my mom's house, whoops. But here they are. I'm not quite sure what the blue in the water is. I'm sure it's some kind of chemical they put so they last, and they do well in there, but they're definitely alive in there, so let's go float them. Alright, so we're gonna let those sit for about 45 minutes, and we'll release them. Alright, so it's been some amount of time. I don't know, I was eating dinner, so let's do a little pop and drop with these guys, shall we? Ooh, that was close. That guy stuck the inside of the bag. I think what I'm going to do this time is just bag. It's like 2 bags thick. I'm just gonna do that. And you want to plop them as soon as you open the bag because some kind of chemical reaction, I forget. Alright, so these guys are definitely in there. They're definitely pale from shipping. I found out that the blue water was actually ammonia remover. I read all the instructions and all that, and the guy was super good at packing. Everything was awesome. If I had to order fish again, I'd definitely order from this guy. But as you do when you ship fish, you don't feed them for a while. So I'm definitely going to feed these guys pretty heavy. And I got them, you know, I asked for hopefully a pair, preferably at least one male. I think that one's definitely a male, and I think that one is too. So worst case scenario, I take one of them to my local pet shop, or I sell it on a local group. But I've got 2 female bristlenose, albino bristlenose in here. You can see one's back there, one's back there. They're big and fat and healthy, and they've grown a lot recently, so hopefully these guys do the same and they hopefully color up. I kind of like the yellows, but the idea is to take these albino long fins and breed them with my females that are already pretty big, and that way I can produce some, you know, at least fairly long ones and start selling them locally. It's only 1 tank, and it's not like I really planned on making money off of this tank. But if I can make $20 here and there, that'd be pretty awesome. So let's see how well it goes, and I'm gonna feed them, and let's get on to feeding some mealworms, shall we? All right, so I have the luxury of working for a guy who buys mealworms and sells them to stores. So I get really good bulk prices without having to buy too much. I just lost a bunch of mealworms, but usually I do something like this. You just kind of want to get all that good, that braff out. Alright, so now that I've got basically all mealworms, you know, there's a little bit of bran in there, but it's what it is. It is, you know, there's not much you can do about it. There's a few dead mealworms, and that's just kind of is what it is. So I've got my vitamin calcium mix. Don't ask me what the mix is because I forget. I think it's like 3 parts calcium with D3. I don't remember. Yeah, with D3. No, without D3 because they can't process it out the sun. I don't know. I forget every time. But then I got extra cups because I know some of these guys I cleaned and I didn't give them food cups because I knew I was going to feed them soon. So let's get to feeding them. I know these guys are hungry, and hopefully we get some cool clips for you. Oh yeah. This gecko is on hold for someone. Very awesome gecko, very broad banding. They did put a deposit down, but I've had other people show interest, and I've actually emailed this person and haven't heard anything back, so I might just end up taking it off full. Let me get my water bottle and give some of these guys some water too. Here we go, Bubba. There you are. Enjoy. Oh yeah, water for these guys. Don't you dare jump out. You son of a gun. You can see him just casually. One of the most expensive geckos ever, just casually sitting there. You have some of that. Here. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And they're good to go. That's a water I would change out. This guy's got some lots and lots of poopies. Change both these out. Oh yep, gotta switch that boy out. We need some more of these 2-ounce cups soon. So basically what I'll do is I'll come through and I'll feed. And then maybe next time when I come through and feed, I'll clean all of them. And it just kind of makes it, you know, I don't need to clean them every time, but it also keeps them clean. This girl just sold. This one might be sold. It might not be. Who knows? I don't think I posted either of those on MorphMarket. Lots of yucky waters. I love these tubs for baby geckos, but I hate that they tip their food dishes over. I need to find a better solution for the food dishes. Get back in there. Yeah, because I need these little ones so they can get to the water. But then it makes it hard because they can't get to the food, which it would be fine for snakes because snakes wouldn't need a food dish. Which I assume is what these racks are meant for. Is snakos. Look at that one. Look at them. Oh, look at how hungry they are. Let me give you some good stuff for your worms, my boy. See that? See that? You said num 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 num. Here he goes, here he goes. Num 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 num. You want some? Can't wait for these guys to put on some size. These guys are like the only two that hatched from that project this season, which I didn't even think that project was going to go when I jumped into it. But nevertheless, here's some snow bell het radar and white and yellow bell het radars. These guys are pretty kick butt. I think I got 2 clutches of eggs from the same mom, and I don't think the other one went, but next year for sure, I'll have a ton more. Alright, so I cleaned these guys just the other day, and I didn't even give them food dishes because I didn't know when I was getting mealworms, and I just kind of wanted to give them as much room as I could while they were chilling in their clean new houses. Sometimes actually what I'll do is I'll put those dishes in there and fill them up. That way I'm not spilling stuff all over their enclosure. And any extra the mealworms can just eat, and it'll be free gut load basically. So I go like that. Watch out, girl. I gotta fatten this girl up and send her back to my buddy. I kind of miss having a dubia colony because I didn't have to wait to get mealworms. I could just feed stuff whenever I wanted, but I also need to get crickets for my crustaceans because they haven't had protein in quite some time. But if I have any extra mealworms, I'll definitely see if any of them want some. Isn't that right, girl? Here you go, buddy. This guy really needs it. He sees it. He needs to really put on some weight. He wasn't full size really when I bred him, but he just kind of was a small baby, like overall. Alright, have fun with that. Let's check in on this girl. Caught. She's like, what? I didn't do it. He hasn't figured it out yet. These two are the two I didn't clean. I need to do that this weekend for sure. Need to him some new water. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, empty, empty. These girls. Oh wow, I never gave these girls water, which I feel like a horrible person. I need to, these are 8-ounce cups, a little bit taller than 6-ounce. I need to pick up some more 6-ounce cups. Just for leopard geckos, it's easier for them to eat out of a 6-ounce. But this girl, yeah, some of these guys don't have food dishes, because I just cleaned them the other day. But this girl I know is hungry, so let's get her a dish going. We'll do that. Give her a lot of gut load because she's just finished breeding and we want her to bounce back nicely. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? She's just enthralled by that. These guys, I hope they lay a couple more eggs this season. That'd be pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. If I can get some extra white and yellow radars or stuff like that, you know, combinations of white and yellow and radar and snow, those sell for a lot of money. And even so, the ones I hatched out kind of have a couple of kinks, so I'd like to hatch out a couple that are perfect to hold back, so I can just have a bigger group next year and have a better chance of hitting some good odds. And these are the last ones. These two fat tails, I'm gonna fatten them up and sell them as retired breeders. Female fat tail. I don't know if I bred her or not, so I would just say, you know, not a proven breeder on that girl. Alright, so those are my new fish, and I was just going around feeding all my leopard geckos, showing you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned to the next video. It's going to be a good one. Can't wait to show you guys. As always, have a good day. I'm James from Strange Reptiles. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that definitely helps with the channel. And I'll see you next time. Peace.